Welcome to the first ever Women of MCSR podcast. I'm joined here today with my friend and admin and the owner of the server, Zoe Emerald.
Why did you hesitate before friend tangling? Just kidding. Thank you for having me.
Thank
Yay!
you for being here. This is very exciting for the server and for both of us, especially since we're very keen to empower women and empower the people that are on the server and give them a space to talk about whatever they want to talk about. So, Zoe, do you want to do some introductions? Who are you and why are we here?
Yes, of course. Okay, I am Zoe Emerald. I started speedrunning almost a year ago to the day.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's coming up. But very, very early on, I noticed the extreme discrepancy of how many women versus how many men are in the speedrunning community, and I found it very helpful to have those connections and have those conversations and that kind of thing with different women in the space. So about a few months ago now, I had the thought about a Discord server specifically for female speedrunners, and I knew Tingly felt similarly to me and that it was a really important thing to uplift and to bring community together with in the space, and Women of MCSR was born.
Yeah. I still remember how, like, when you first reached out to me about this, I was like, surely someone has done it already. Like,
Right.
There's so many of us. But really, there wasn't any. And, like, with the research that I've done, like, reaching out to people that have been in the space for quite some time, they're like, yeah, this is something that we really want to see happen. And they're also equally excited about this. So, yeah, thank you for taking charge and taking ownership of this. It's like your little baby, the server, I think.
Oh, well, of course. Thanks for being my co-mother.
Co-mother? I guess this is
Like
also
co-owner. But...
Yeah, I guess this is also my introduction now. I haven't done that yet.
Yes, no, take it away. Give your full one.
So yes, I'm Tangly. I've been speedrunning for around a year and a half now, maybe just under a year and a half. It's been over a year, and I mostly play FSG. My expertise, I guess, on the content space is actually on sustainability and bridging the gap between Minecraft and sustainability. But I've always been fascinated about speedrunning, and it's been a really fun journey to optimize every little thing, like optimizing processes within the game. And one thing I actually really appreciate about speedrunning is how I can translate that into other processes I have in my life, whether it be like streamlining my video making process, streamlining my work. Like, I actually translate skills from micro speedrunning to my job. And that's something that I feel like is not very common in like the video gaming space. But Minecraft does that to you, or speedrunning does that to you. So that's been really cool.
Beautiful. Your answer was better.
No. Okay, so I think we have touched base a little bit on who we are and kind of the story behind this server. So Zoe, how do we want to see this moving forward? Like, what is our intention of making this, and how can we continue to grow as women of MCSR?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think first and foremost, I just would love to see it become accessible and become known to every single woman who is in the Minecraft speedrunning space. We've obviously done our best to push it out there, but I know there are probably hundreds of women, if not thousands, who are speedrunners in the community and still do not know about it. So I would love to just try my best to make it more accessible to these people, build a bigger community, and just make sure every woman who might feel kind of alone on an island, like, am I the only one?
Yeah.
I want her to know, no, you are not. I was surprised when the server grew past 500, but there are 500 plus of us, if not, hundreds and hundreds more. And so that's definitely a big priority for me. I would also love to continue to do more of the coaching stuff that we've been doing. Our coaching sessions have felt really, really important, and I always walk away from them feeling extremely inspired. And then finally, I would love to do some IRL stuff if possible. If not this year, then the next. I'm already envisioning, at the time of the recording, the LAN is this weekend, and I'm already envisioning how cool it's going to be to meet so many of the women of MCSR in person. But expanding that to even, events or community things at TwitchCon events or future LAN events, I think would be really, really cool and just help build that community into something significant and not just online.
Yeah, for sure. And you've perfectly segued into like what exactly that we do on the server. You talked a little bit about the coaching session. What was like the inspiration behind them, and how have you been responding to it? How has the people been responding to it?
Yeah, coaching was definitely something that was at the forefront. I know of both of our minds when we created the server because otherwise, it would just be, another place to chat, which is cool and all, but we know that so many women in the space had like incredible minds of knowledge about the game, and it's honestly just really cool to see and to experience firsthand. So we invited a few of the top runners in the server to be coaches, and not only are they available to just, answer questions here and there that people may have, they might, ping a coach if they want a run to be reviewed or they have a specific question that they can't find via Googling, but these coaches are also doing live and not live and in person, I wish, but live and online coaching sessions with space for questions where they are walking through kind of their particular areas of expertise. We had the incredible offline Lotus do one that was kind of a little bit across the board with a lot of different, I guess, medium level speedrunning techniques. And then we had Fennec, who also did an incredible job, did a little bit more of the early, like, if you really are just kind of head under the water, don't know where to start with speedrunning. She kind of gave us a really great guide for getting started. So, yeah, my hope is to continue expanding that.
Yeah.
We should hopefully have an AA one coming up. We should have some more advanced ones coming up. I just want to keep it, very wide and accessible to a lot of people so they can learn from these incredible women.
Very exciting. Yeah, no, I can't lie. I haven't actually been to any of the coaching sessions, so I actually don't have any.
Cut this out. Cut this out.
It has been in a really like suboptimal time zone. Like, so first with the
Yeah.
Lotus one, I was like, it starts at midnight my time, and then with the Fennec one, I was away. I was on holiday in the UK.
Oh no. Okay, you get a pass. You get a pass.
Yeah, but I think Catherine's gonna be. Sorry, is that out yet?
That's fine. I don't think she'd care. I'll probably announce it in the next few days.
Okay, right. Yeah. So I think Catherine's is going to be in like another suboptimal time zone yet again.
No.
But yeah, obviously accessible to all skill levels. But one thing that we also want is accessible to time zones, because that's something that's really important to me. And just seeing, different people like online at different time zones, and like we're not actually neglecting women in Australia and Asia just because all the activity is happening in Europe and North America. I think we've kind of ran the whole intention of the server, Zoe, as we do as speedrunners.
Right. Can't help it.
So we can, I guess, talk a little bit about ourselves and like who we are and like what we want to do outside of this Discord server, unless there's this particular topic that you feel really keenly about.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Do you want to this is like when the couples are like, tell the story of how we met. I see that as the question. So, you take it away.
Okay.
I actually I don't know if I know the answer to this about how you found me specifically. I know I've asked before, but it's been a while, so
Yeah,
I'll let you tell it.
Okay. So I was doing a series on my YouTube channel called Sustainer Runs, whereby I ask a speedrunner to run the seed as sustainably as possible. It is mostly to encourage people to think about what sustainability means to them. There's no real right or wrong answer. It's just a time and space to talk about sustainability and to see like where, for me, where opinions lie, where the knowledge gaps are, but also give them a challenge to do things a little bit slower, do things a little bit unconventional, but as long as they justify it with sustainability, they're more than happy to do whatever they want to do on that seed. So I think you must have been the third runner, I would think, or the third speed runner, because I initially was doing it with non-speed runners as well, but they were taking way too long. So I probably would have stumbled across your Twitch channel at some point, maybe around this time last year, or maybe a little after.
I think it was.
Yeah, like you would have been like freshly speedrunning then. I thought you were really cool. You spoke really well. You had a really small community at the time, and they seemed really chill as well. So I kind of just started to. I don't know if I chatted first or did I DM you
I think you
first.
just jumped straight to the Discord DM.
Yeah, maybe I did. Actually, no. I remember. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm remembering this now. I remember you sent that message on the Java chord. You completed your first ever run, and it was like an hour and something.
Yes, yes.
I saw that.
And that's how you found me.
So I saw that message, and I was like, oh, this is someone who's like just beginning their journey. I'm also kind of just beginning at that time. I think I saw you on Twitch, but then when I reached out to you, I figured that was the same person, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember this person now.
Got it.
I guess that's kind of how I found you. But yeah, just kind of reached out and asked if you were willing to do this series, do this challenge. And you said yes.
It was very cool. It was very unique, and I think
Yeah.
it still is extremely unique for the kind of videos people make. So, if you guys haven't seen it, Sustain a Run, go watch it. Tangly channel on YouTube.
You know what was a fun fact though? That
Yeah.
seed was Curryway's 11-minute RSG seed.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I remember I got
Got a blacksmith.
what for me at the time was an incredible time. Like I
got a
it
26
was not
minutes.
a PB, but it was yeah, that's right. And I think all I had was like I maybe had only one other sub 30, maybe.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
for me, I remember being very excited about the sustainer run I got. So it was pretty cool.
It was like instant treasure. No, instant bastion.
Yes.
Sorry, I just took another bite of food. You can yap.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. And it was definitely the first time I thought of anything relating to sustainability in Minecraft. And I mean, when you really think about it, it does not encourage great things, this game of ours. It really does not.
Well, speedrunning for sure.
It's like right, it's like chop down the trees, murder every animal and that you can see. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And I think one of the reasons that we've continued to be good friends since then is that we both, you know, we really appreciate that kind of unique content that's not like what other people are doing, and also we appreciate taking actual real genuine issues in the world and like shoving it into Minecraft speedrunning, like sustainability for Tangly or like sexism. Like yeah, people think women are worse at video games, so we're gonna prove them wrong and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. No, you're not the only woman that did that series, and that series kind of stopped now. But the other person that did it was Cookie, and if you haven't seen it, go see it. She basically just tore down every village she saw, in the name of sustainability. And I'm not going to spoil it because it is quite funny. I think it just shows that like when you give people a space to talk about something they're passionate about, they will show up and they'll just interact with it as they would ideally like to be interacted with. And I think that's kind of how this server really started out, as is this space where women can show up and help each other and learn with each other, learn from each other. And people showed up. We were not anticipating 500 people on the server.
No,
at all.
Not at all, man.
No.
If you had a gun to my head, I don't think I could have told you there was even 500 women that were speedrunning. I couldn't have told you that.
Yeah. I mean, obviously,
know.
I think I remember talking to you about this. Like, I was like, there's like 25,000 people at ranked COD. Surely there's like at least 30, if not 40% of that are women.
I still don't think it's 30 or 40. I think it's like 5%, but 5% of 25,000 is still a lot. Significant. Yeah. So we've captured 500 of them, and we will try our best to make sure the rest. Right. Yeah. We'll try our best to make sure the rest at least know it exists. Obviously, we're not gonna ever pressure anybody, but I want to make sure people know that there is this kind of space, because I wish I had it a year ago. I really, really wish I do.
Do you feel like when you first started speedrunning, that it was just such a male-dominated space?
Oh yeah. Personally, I watched speedruns for probably about 6 months before ever trying it myself. I guess I just wasn't sure. I didn't know where to start. And every person I watched in that time was male, because most of my watching was done on YouTube. That's just kind of how it was. And I've told this story before to Finnick herself, actually, but one random night when I was streaming and I think I had like 2 viewers, and I'm like, sure, I'll raid this person with 2 viewers. And I figured out she was speedrunning, and I was like, oh my gosh, a woman speedrunning? And I genuinely was like shocked. that was a moment that was like a turning point for me because she was good. I watched her after that and I'm like, she's really good. And I'm like, wait, I could be really good at this too. But I didn't have any any role models to look up to and know that it was necessarily commonplace or possible. So
Yeah.
I mean that kind of role model thing is another
Yes.
thing with the server that I find really important to have. I
Yeah.
mean,
God bless Fennec.
dozens and dozens of people in there have, yeah, literally dozens of people in there have like sub 10s, some better. So it's something girls can look up to and be like, oh yeah, I can do it too. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I have a really similar story as well. Fennec was also the first female speedrunner I came across with.
Really?
Yeah.
Does she know?
I think she did because I reached out to asking for this clip. So I went into a chat, like basically saying, "Oh my gosh, I've not seen that many female speedrunners at that time."
Right.
So I went into a chat and like basically wrote this long message saying, "Oh yeah, this is really encouraging. Like, how would you encourage someone to start speedrunning,
Mhm.
especially like if you're intimidated?" And then she had this
Mhm.
really lovely response, but she doesn't save her VODs. And this was like 6 months ago,
No.
before this video,
No.
before I made the video. So like 6 months after, I reached out to her saying, actually, there was this clip that you said 6 months ago that was really impactful to me. Do you by chance save your VODs? And if you don't, like that's okay too. It's just something I want to make a little like video
Mhm.
that I wanted to make. And she was like, no, I won't. I don't save my VODs, but I can like kind of repeat the sentiment in the next stream that you come in. I was like, you know what? Thank you. So I made this video, and Fennec was just in it. Did
No, because I
not take
mean,
off.
specifically a year ago, when that's funny, when both of us were like really starting out, I feel like there was really no women that were prominent. Nowadays, I feel like we know more for various reasons, but
Yes.
a
Girl
year
offs.
ago, the community was maybe a third of the size, right? Because the Ludwig stuff brought so many people in.
Yes.
So
But at the
just
same time, it's
by
like we just
statistics
don't
alone.
know who were the women. Like there was just like names that I recognized, but I'm like, I don't know the genders of the person.
That
And
is true.
it definitely did help to see the representation, like when they were outwardly saying, like, yes, I'm a woman, yes, I speed run, and I
Hmm.
can do that fast. I think at that point, the only
Right.
person that I knew of was Oxy.
Oh, yeah.
Oxy and Catherine. Yeah. And it's just such a shame that, like, some people feel the need to hide their genders online. Whether it be women, but also like anywhere in between, like if someone's gender fluid, if someone's trans, if someone's pan, like
Hmm.
they felt the need to almost hide their genders so that they don't get hate on chat. And that was something that I've been hearing a lot. Like as this server has grown, more and more people have been sharing their experiences of like saying, yes, there are just annoying people, rude people in chat that would say claims that aren't true. And that's just like the reality of it at that time. But I think now people take pride in it, which is great. Um, and it's basically showing, yeah, we can be women and we're good at what we do, and that's fine if you don't like it.
Absolutely. No, I felt honestly such satisfaction when, someone will come in my chat and mansplain something to me and then I'll be like, "No, that's great." And then I'll be like, "No, I have like listen, 14xx and ranked isn't anything crazy, but I'll be like, I have a 14xx, I'm good." And they're like, "Cole one." Like,
Yeah,
because you're a man, you just can tell me all this.
yeah,
So it's definitely satisfying to watch myself improve,
yeah,
and know that, I actually getting pretty darn decent at this
yeah.
game,
What's
and
your FSG
I am a
PB?
woman.
No, what's your not FSG? What's your private room PB?
Private room, I got a 11xx recently. I can't remember the exact number, but that was pretty cool too, and definitely something in a million years I wouldn't have expected a year ago when I'm slogging through my 2-hour first completion. And Tangly's pretty cool too. You've got a 13xx,
1237.
12xx,
For
1237,
FSG though, and that to be fair,
which
I
is
wasn't
similar to
even
ranked in enough ways where you could probably
enough, but I feel like that,
comparable
yeah,
it.
that was just like a BT. I think it was like very standard BT to fashion. To be
No,
fair, that was
we are good at speedrunning. Like,
I
we can
wasn't
say
even
it. We're good.
pushing.
Like,
I wasn't even pushing. I
yeah.
was really surprised. And the purge was an insta too. I think I stronghold probably just before 10, like sub 10. But yeah, that was fast.
I will also mention that it is a good reminder that what we're doing, women or not women, is genuinely unbelievable to the millions of people that play Minecraft more casually. Like I randomly had a conversation with a couple men and mentioned that I speedrun, and their guesses for my PB were like 3 hours and an hour and a half, and I'm like, wait,
But at the same
wait.
time, do they know anything about speedrunning? Like, do they know what the fastest time was?
Probably not, but obviously, if you've played Minecraft, you know the goal is to beat the dragon, right? And you know the very basic step-by-step ways to get there.
Yeah, but
And
like they might be
it's pretty cool
operating
that we
like
can do that so
yeah,
fast.
that's true. I was just thinking like because I remember you telling me about this. They might be operating like no, the world record maybe is like half an hour and they're just like doubling it, which is like kind of a
True. Not
fair.
impossible.
It's a fair assumption if considering the world record is like sub 7 and we're doubling.
Hey, a few years ago, the world record was half an hour. It was what, like 25 or 26? Am I making
You
that up?
know, it's
Like,
like 5 years ago.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh
A
yeah,
few
yeah.
years ago.
I thought you said like a year ago, and I was like, drip.
No, bro. When I like first heard the word Minecraft speedrun, 2020, 2021,
Yeah,
it was like
same.
20xx.
Yeah.
And that sounded a lot more doable than the 7 or is it what, 650 now?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember. Sorry, Loki.
RSG. We're failures. We're not real. We're
It's
not real
definitely sub
MCSRs.
7.
I think it's 650x. I
Yeah.
don't know what.
And people are still crushing it.
Oh yeah,
We're
I think
getting
it's gonna get
faster.
broken soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get broken soon. It's just a
I
matter
don't know
of when
about
and who.
soon.
I feel like.
Yeah. But I think it will be broken at some point.
What was the question? No, I feel like we answered it. Whatever it
we
was.
definitely answered it. This might be something that's quite important for us to clarify.
Yes.
When we say women, we don't just mean cisgender biological women. We also mean anyone and anywhere in between that are comfortable being she'd heard or are comfortable being treated as one. And this could be trans women, this could be people who are gender fluid, like basically anyone that's non-male are welcome to join the server. And our rules are quite lax on that front.
Yes, absolutely. Big shout out, trans women. You guys are an incredibly important part of our community and have made leaps and bounds towards tech and learning and just so many cool things in the community. So, chef's kiss. Love you all, and you're always welcome in WMCSR.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, we've kind of hopped over the admin side of things, like us being admins, us being owners of the server, and we kind of have briefly talked a little bit about who we are and what we've done. Do we want to ask some silly questions and things like that?
Oh yes, let's do it.
Do you have a question, or do you want me to pull up my question jar?
Oh, I want the jar.
Okay. So for context, this is a jar I made for a different stream that I've never used. And these questions are very like much Tangly-esque questions. And by Tangly-esque questions, I mean they're like deep and personal.
It's okay, you know, it's fine. It's almost midnight over here. I'm in the mood.
Okay, so I'm just gonna randomly pull out. I don't know if you can hear this. Maybe you can hear it. I'm gonna randomly pull out a question. Oh, this is a long one. What occupation do you admire but could never do?
Ooh, that's a really good one. I'm gonna say healthcare because obviously that's extremely important. Save lives, amazing, but not only do I not have the science-minded self to ever get through the school required, I'm not like squeamish, but okay, maybe I'm squeamish. Maybe that's the maybe I'm squeamish. How about you?
Oh no, the reason why, sorry, I just want to justify why I laughed when you said healthcare, because one of our good friends works in healthcare. And
that's why it jumped to my mind. But okay.
I was thinking of something like something that requires like a lot of muscle because I don't have it. So like astronaut.
You could build it. Astronauts require muscles?
Well, the kind of forces that the actual launch itself requires a lot of like balance and stuff because otherwise the G-forces are too strong. And then when you're in space, it's like you kind of need to be physically quite fit because you're like in no gravity.
Well, there you go. Learn something new every day.
So something that requires a lot of muscles. Yeah, no, I mean like we both work full-time jobs. So I think this is very much like wishful thinking when I made it. What is something that would be fun to slave 9 hours of your day for?
If we're going along that path, I feel like I'd have a different answer. I don't know. What would it be? Yeah. If you're like dream job or whatever, I'm trying my darndest to pursue it. So give me back in 10 years and I'll let you know. I'll see how it went.
Fair enough. How do you balance like juggling the server, juggling your own content and like work?
I think for me, it's really helpful that what I do for work has no overlap, not even the littlest bit with Minecraft and content. Because it really feels like kind of a breath of fresh air and a relief and something I want to do after a long day of work instead of like, oh, now I have to stream and now I have to,
Yeah.
talk to people in the server, whatever.
Wow, G thanks. G thanks.
Yeah, that's what's going through my head. So it really feels like something to lift me up and, raise my spirits, and something that personally I don't think of as like a career path per se, just something that I really love and want to do as a hobby and care a lot about.
Yeah.
And I think personally, if that's a pretty good mindset, if you have a different career path in mind, it really helps me with my mental health
Yeah,
personally.
yeah. So like for example, talking to people on the server is like a break to your work, and then
Exactly, yeah.
making
Same
content
with
is like break
streaming, same
to
with
talk to people.
content.
Yeah. I get
Yeah, it's
that.
all as long as it's different, it's all good for the brain. It's when I start to slog through the same thing, like at work or whatever, then burnout happens. But content never feels like that to me, which is why I love it so much.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I have something similar, I think. But
Yeah, do tell.
my work is a lot more, sometimes more mentally tiring. So I just get home
Yeah,
and I want to rot.
fair.
So on the flip side, I've been attempting to wake up earlier and do all the content and Minecraft stuff in the morning before I get to work.
Very impressively, might I add. Very dedicatedly.
Speaking of
It'll happen.
content, like what drew you to making content in general? Because you didn't start with Minecraft speedrunning. You started with UHC.
Oh yes. UHC so long ago that I genuinely couldn't tell you what got me started on that. Um, I definitely have watched a lot of Minecraft YouTube as long as I can remember, and I think with my personality, it was kind of inevitable that I at least gave it a try at some point. Started out in the PvP space, which you could open another can of worms with how women are treated there, and
Yeah.
even how I was the brief time I was in it when I was 16 or 17 years old. Like, it's just ridiculous
Yeah.
what I had to go through as a teenage girl. But I took quite a long break in college, started watching a lot of Curry Way, that kind of thing, a lot of Feinberg, a lot of just kind of the big people in the space, and thought it was super cool what they did. Thought it seemed like it kind of itched that urge to make Minecraft more difficult and more stressful, which is exactly what I did back with PvP. I don't want to play a nice, calm world. I would like to actually push this block game for children to its limits. So that's what got me into it, got me excited about it, and then I think I purposefully told myself I wasn't gonna start streaming again until I had a completed run.
Did
So
you?
there was a few weeks just sat. Oh yeah,
Oh
I
yeah. Okay.
waited. So there was a few weeks
Nice.
just sat offline alone I was at my parents' house because I just graduated college, alone in my parents' house in my bedroom, just absolutely grinding to try and get that completed run.
Oh.
Which was honestly kind of special. That was like a special time to me because I was really the only one that knew I was doing it. It was kind of just like me, myself, and I, and something I cared about a lot.
Mm.
And then I said, okay, world, it's time to know. And Soviet
Yeah.
Emerald was reborn from the ashes.
Very nice.
How
Was
about
that
you? How'd you get into it?
I watched a lot of Curry. Well, actually, I was introduced to Minecraft speedrunning a little bit before. Well, my brother liked watching Manhunt, so I kind of knew the idea
Yep.
of it, but I got into it through Curry's world record, the 1436 one.
Hmm.
So that was like
Nice.
in 2021, but I sort of was around the outskirts, like I knew of it, and but I didn't really have like that desire to pursue it. And I was at that time, it was COVID. I was just about going to college. At that point, my dream was still to play Valentine as like as a high level as I could, and to
Yes.
pursue, yeah, just my degree and what I was really passionate at the time, which was theater. Which is crazy thinking about what I'm doing now. I guess like the priorities was just not there. I really wasn't that keen on gaming when I was growing up. It was mostly like a, I guess, a community thing that I really enjoyed, like chatting with my friends
Mhm.
or hanging out with my family. That was what drew me into the gaming stuff rather than actual grind. But I think over time, a lot of personal health has gotten worse, and I knew that my dream of being like a professional athlete was just like slipping away. But I still needed a place to de-stress. finding other ways to de-stress, I turned to other sports, and then I turned to like Minecraft speedrunning as like a skill that I can learn from the ground up. Because I think at that point mentally, it was so difficult. Like when you're so much pride in, let's say, something you're good at, and then that's just suddenly slipped away. And then you want to do something else that's like someone adjacent, but you suck at it. At that point for me, it was boxing. I've not boxed before, and I was terrible at it, and it like really did not sit well in my mind. And so I needed something that was like a lot more easier, a lot more less physically demanding, because I knew that was like my bottleneck. So like I started speedrunning based off of that, like a skill that I can learn in my own time, in my own space. I don't have the external pressure. It's just me and this skill. And I just never stopped since. And now it's such a big part of who I am now, which is insane. I don't know about you, but like going from not knowing anything, or I guess knowing some things, but like not really having that desire to like learn it at all, to saying, yeah, let's just try it and see where it takes me. And then it's like, we're here.
Totally agree. It's wild. Minecraft has definitely been a part of my life for some time. I'm not sure if you also,
Yeah.
grew up with it, that kind
Yeah,
of
I
thing,
did.
but it's crazy how speedrunning is so different than, the way we grew up playing it, but also the same in the critical ways and the ways that are the reason we love this game and the reason we care so much about this community.
Absolutely. And it's also one of the communities that I find are really welcoming to newcomers, which is something that
Agreed.
you don't really get anywhere else, like online. I mean, obviously you get that in real life and other communities that you have around you. But as like a gaming sphere, so many people are so willing to teach and so willing to
Yes.
bestow knowledge and like help you set up Nimble, help you set up like Zoom and macros, and teaching you like the little tips and tricks on different bastion routes and what to do like in certain terrain in certain situations and stuff like that. Like people are so willing to devote time to your improvement, which is really heartwarming.
You're so right. I hadn't even thought about that, but you're 100% correct that when I kind of made myself known at all in the community, I had no less than 5 people who were just like out of the kindness of their heart, not expecting anything in return, just down to teach me. And I'm like, why? Like, it's amazing, but why? But I mean, obviously I would do the same. Like, I wouldn't trust me yet, probably with with the coaching, but if somebody needed help setting their stuff up. I remember helping someone out randomly the other day who wanted help setting up RSG, and I'm like, oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Coaching wise. So I think you bring it all down, you bring it all around, and no, you're totally right. That's a really cool part about this community.
Yeah, and it's so rare to see that anywhere else, in
Yes.
my opinion, at least. Which was kind of
sure.
what I feel like kept us into Minecraft speedrunning. It kept us in the
Yeah.
community, because if it sucked from the get go, and not just about the women things, like if it sucked from like right off the beginning, I don't think I would have been here. To be completely honest.
Yeah, if I just had to slog through and figure out by myself how to get better than 2 hours
Because everyone
of a
knows how.
time, it would have been really
Yeah.
tough.
Especially like now we have Toolkit and everything, that makes it a lot easier. Before we had to like download 50,000 things to get like an instance set up. And like that was, I just remember going like, if there weren't like that many like tutorials and stuff that I can look at and research about, if there aren't people like on Java Code or Ranked Code to like, there's like a public help channel, like if they weren't available or they were like mean or anything, I was just being like, right, that's it. Like I just pursue something else.
Absolutely. Makes sense. But here we are, and it's because of the people that helped us along the way.
Yeah, I feel like we've gone really sentimental just like throughout the podcast.
Hey, my excuse is it's like 11 p.m., but you have no excuse.
I'm just like sentimental person, You get me?
Me too at times. Absolutely. No, it's great though. I love Women of MCSR. I am glad it exists. I'm glad you're my friend and you're doing it with me.
Oh,
Yippee.
thank you. Yeah, we can probably wrap this up with maybe like some words of inspiration or encouragement that you have with people listening to this. It might be people on the server or 4 people on the server, or it might be like no one gaffs. So we're just like talking to the void. But yeah, do you have anything like final words that you really want to say?
Ooh, I'm gonna assume that it's a woman listening. If you're a man, I'm sorry. But if you're a woman listening, there are so many amazing people in this community that want to help you. There are people in the Women of MCSR, but even not just women, there are so many people who truly care about this and are right there beside you, cheering you on, able to bring you up and teach you the things you need to know to get better. And you will get better. Lord knows I have had many days, weeks, even months where I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't understand what's wrong with me. I've been doing this for X amount of months now and I can't seem to improve, but it's always a slingshot. You always end up better than where you were before. Don't be scared to try new things, to learn new things, to throw out the habits and the things that are keeping you down and try the scary new things that might, you know, catapult you to new heights because that's how you're going to become one of the greats. And you will, because there's no reason you won't. Women are just as capable, if not more capable, because we have been through a lot and we are willing to show everyone what we've got, and we will do so.
Yeah.
Pep talk over.
No, when you were saying about like learning new skills and all that, I was like, huh, just like you with hotkey.
No, I had to be like dragged kicking and screaming to learn hotkeys, but you know what? I
It paid
immediately
off.
PB'd like a significant amount.
Mhm.
So you know what? What can you
I mean,
do?
like you were like you were organizing your your hotbar with like offhand and stuff, and I was like, you know what? That's what hockey does to you.
Yes, it's just you gotta learn the scary stuff. Take those
Yeah.
steps.
Exactly. When are you learning zeros then?
When I sub 15 RSG.
Okay.
How about
Come
that?
on.
Or maybe when I sub like 13 ranked. I don't know. I need a new PB, man. I need a new
Okay.
PB. It's been too long.
Oh, dear. Okay.
All right.
Right.
What are your closing notes?
Well, I was just gonna say thank you for listening. Do you want me to say something sentimental? I can't say that every single podcast.
Oh, I
Come
didn't
on.
even say thank you for listening. I did like some rocky like pre-fight like hey, that's the
Dun,
two sides of this
dun,
coin.
dun, dun. Um,
Yep.
yeah. Well, yeah, just to close off, thank you everyone for listening if you've gotten this far. And we will probably be having, hopefully, at least a podcast a month, if not more, over the next, knock on wood, couple of years. I'm your host, Tangly.
I'm Zoe Emerald.
Yeah, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.